केंद्रीय विद्यालय संगठन, Zonal Institute of Education and Training presents video course presentation, class 10th, subject science. Chapter 1, chemical reactions and equations. This is session 4 of total 8 sessions. CBSE syllabus 2020-2021. Part shown with red we are going to deal in this video, that is decomposition reactions. Targeted learning outcomes. By the end of this session, you will clearly understand what are decomposition reactions, how many types of decomposition reactions are there, and will develop the skills of analysis, application and problem solving. Decomposition reactions. What do you understand from this? A reaction in which a compound breaks up into two or more simpler substances is known as decomposition reaction. For example, heating of ferrous sulfate crystals. Ferrous sulfate crystals, when heated, initially lose water, color of the crystal changes, and then ferrous sulfate undergoes decomposition like this. As a result, ferric oxide, which is solid, and sulfur dioxide and sulfur trioxide gases are formed. These gases can be experienced by their characteristic smell. This is decomposition reaction because single substance breaks down into three simpler substances. Let us discuss activity 1.5 of NCERT textbook, which deals with heating of ferrous sulfate crystals. Ferrous sulfate crystals, when heated, initially water molecules are lost and light green color of ferrous sulfate crystal become white, means anhydrous ferrous sulfate is white in color. And when now it is further heated, it undergoes decomposition. Ferric oxide is formed along with evolution of sulfur dioxide and sulfur trioxide gases. Ferric oxide is reddish brown in color, and sulfur dioxide and sulfur trioxide gases can be experienced through their characteristic odor. Let us see this activity. When we heat something in chemistry lab, we are supposed to follow certain precautions. Like in this activity, do not point the mouth of the boiling tube at your neighbors or yourself, and waft evolved gas gently towards your nose to smell the gas. Let us now take activity 1.6 of NCERT textbook. It deals with heating of lead nitrate. When lead nitrate salt is heated, we get lead oxide, which is solid, along with evolution of nitrogen dioxide gas and oxygen gas. Nitrogen dioxide gas is brown in color, hence we get brown fumes on heating. And lead nitrate salt, it is white in color. Lead oxide, which is formed as a decomposition reaction, it is yellow in color. Let us see this activity. Hence, we can conclude that heating of lead nitrate is a decomposition reaction because single substance on heating breaks down into three simpler substances. One more important example of decomposition reaction, decomposition of limestone. On heating, it produces quicklime and carbon dioxide gas. This reaction is very important and it is mainly used in cement industry. During decomposition reactions, energy is supplied in the form of heat, electricity or sunlight. Why are decomposition reactions mostly endothermic in nature? Those reactions are called endothermic in nature during which energy is absorbed. Most decomposition reactions require energy either in the form of heat, light or electricity. Absorption of energy causes the breaking of the bonds present in the reacting substance, which decomposes to give the product. Types of decomposition reactions. Based on absorption of heat, light or electricity, decomposition reactions can be classified into three parts. Thermal decomposition reactions. Those decomposition reactions takes place on heating. Electrolytic decomposition reactions. These reactions takes place due to passage of electricity. Photo decomposition reactions. These type of decomposition reactions takes place in presence of light. Thermal decomposition reaction. When a decomposition reaction is carried out by heating, it is called thermal decomposition reaction. During activity 1.5 and 1.6, we saw decomposition reactions of ferrous sulfate and lead nitrate respectively. Both of these decomposition reactions are thermal decomposition reactions. Other examples are heating of potassium chlorate to give potassium chloride and oxygen gas, heating of zinc carbonate to give zinc oxide and carbon dioxide gas, and heating of ferric hydroxide to give ferric oxide and water. Electrolytic decomposition reactions. When a decomposition reaction is carried out by passing electricity, it is called electrolytic decomposition reaction or simply electrolysis. For example, when we pass electricity through water, we get hydrogen gas at cathode and oxygen gas at anode. Again, what we observe? Single substance breaking down into two simpler substances. Hence, it is also decomposition reaction, and this decomposition is taking place due to passage of electricity. Hence, it is called electrolytic decomposition reaction. Now, let us study activity 1.8. In this activity, we are going to study electrolysis of water. What happens when electricity is passed through acidified water? How to perform this activity? Just take plastic mug, drill 2 holes at its base and fit rubber stoppers in these holes. Insert carbon electrodes in these rubber stoppers as shown in this figure. Connect these electrodes to a 6-volt battery. Fill the mug with water such that the electrodes are immersed. Add a few drops of dilute sulfuric acid to the water. Take 2 test tubes filled with water and invert them over the 2 carbon electrodes. Switch on the current and leave the apparatus undisturbed for some time. What will we observe after some time? That bubbles are formed at both the electrodes. These bubbles displace water in the test tube. Let us see this activity. Now what we know from activity 1.8, that when electricity is passed through water, hydrogen gas and oxygen gas are formed. Oxygen gas is evolved at anode, that is positive terminal, and hydrogen gas is evolved at cathode, that is negative terminal. This oxygen gas can be tested with the help of burning candle. When burning candle is brought near the mouth of this test tube, it burns more brightly. And for testing hydrogen gas, we know as usual pop sound test. When burning candle is brought near this test tube, pop sound is there. It confirms that at anode oxygen gas evolved and at cathode hydrogen gas was evolved. Now let us have one question based on this activity. Why is the amount of gas collected in one of the test tubes in activity 1.7 double of the amount collected in the other? Name this gas. Water contains 2 parts hydrogen and 1 part oxygen. Therefore, the amount of hydrogen and oxygen produced during electrolysis of water is in a 2:1 ratio. During electrolysis, C's hydrogen goes to one test tube and oxygen goes to another. The amount of gas collected in one of the test tube is double of the amount collected in the other. Few more examples of electrolytic decomposition reactions. Electrolysis process of sodium chloride to get sodium metal and chlorine gas. Electrolysis of alumina to get aluminium metal and oxygen gas. Third type of decomposition reactions are photo decomposition reactions. When a decomposition reaction takes place on absorption of light, it is called photo decomposition reaction or photolysis. For example, when silver chloride is kept under sunlight, it breaks down into silver and chlorine gas. Let us now see activity 1.8 based on photo decomposition reaction. Silver chloride turns grey in sunlight to form silver metal. Let us see this activity. Actually, silver chloride and silver bromide exhibit same behavior in presence of sunlight, and both of these reactions are used in black and white photography. Few more examples of photo decomposition reaction. Photo decomposition of hydrogen iodide to form hydrogen and iodine. Photo decomposition of hydrogen peroxide to form water and oxygen gas. Uses of decomposition reactions: manufacturing of cement or calcium oxide, for metallurgical process, extraction of metals from their oxides, chlorides, etc. Digestion. Actually, digestion involves number of decomposition reactions. Photography. Thank you very much. In our next video, we will be dealing with displacement reactions.